Hello, right, welcome. I'm just going to run through how to do a medicine part 1A question, perhaps a little bit boring, and I know some of you moaned at me last time that I didn't use any webcams, so I'm going to prove to you that it's actually me here, hello, to show you a few things about your exams today. Now, what I'm going to start with is a question you did in your mock. So this is it here. What the sources suggest about approaches to public health in the late 17th century. Now, think about this question. Every single one of you wants to get 4 out of 4, okay? And that is easily possible for every single one of you. So what I'm going to show you now is how to get that on the mock question, and then I'm going to give you something to practice. So if you have a look at this, this should hopefully look a bit familiar. So what we've got here is a source from 1665, so this is the time of the Great Plague, and you've also got a little bit of information. Now, what you're asked to do was ask what it suggested about public health in the late 17th century. All right. Now, problems you can come into these questions. First of all, you could copy something. If you copy out, you say something like, this source suggested that houses were packed tightly together. What you've done there is not make an inference. You've just copied some information, and they'll only give you about 1 or possibly 2 marks at best. We need to think what it suggests. So the types of things it suggests are that people were responsible in some way for public health. So here we have a watchman. Now he's going around and checking. You'll know that from your lessons. So he's looking for people to have painted crosses on the door to show where plague victims lived, for example. So how this might look in writing, I'll quickly show you now. Okay, so this is some of the guidance we gave you, and this is one of our kind of model answers. So it also suggests that although there was a limited understanding of the causes of the plague, governments were trying to implement some measures to help prevent the spread of disease. By organising watchmen to patrol, governments were able to enforce the quarantining of plague victims. Clothes and possessions were also burnt to show us there was some connection made by the authorities between miasma and the plague. So what I'd like to do, I'm just going to suggest that you pause it for a sec and actually highlight the areas where you think I've either made an inference or used some of my own knowledge. Okay, so have a quick go at that now. Okay, so you notice that there are definitely 2 inferences in here. Let me give you the first one. The key word here probably is this idea of suggests. Oh. So don't say it says it suggests. There's nowhere in that source that says that governments were trying to do something. It suggests there was by the presence of a watchman. Now, all I'm doing to organise my, to show some of my own knowledge is just to talk about that I know that that guy was a watchman and the government had put him there. Therefore, I've done kind of both the steps towards getting the perfect answer, and I should, fingers crossed, get full marks. Okay, so moving on from that, I'd like to have a go at practicing one. So here's another 1A question you could get. So here's our source. It's a picture of some Roman toilets near Hadrian's Wall in Northumberland. Okay, and all I'd like you to do is answer the question above. So what does this source suggest about public health approaches? It should say in Roman times, but it says in 17th century. All right, so have a quick go at that, and just remember, draw a complex inference and use your own knowledge. Okay, you should afterwards be able to do exactly the same exercise, highlight your source, and then see where you've put either your own knowledge or the complex inference. Okay, good luck with that. Cheerio.